If you're worried or in fear, then you're bringing more of that into your life throughout the day. Now, that I do agree with. And yes, so even though you don't have to be in an ideal, happy state of being to manifest something you desire, to increase the opportunities and the likelihood of having more enjoyable experiences, more peaceful experiences, more positive experiences, that is based in your state of being or in your constant state of being. So if you are every day waking up and you're a cranky ass bitch and you don't, you're angry or in rage or in these lower vibratory states, you're literally drawing and summoning to you more of the same, more experiences, more people, more of the same triggers. So more things that are going to trigger you the same way. If you can find peace in your life and you find peace in yourself, you don't have to be the happiest, but just finding peace and then practice that peace, then you will start to attract more experiences that bring you a sense of peace and that are going to make you feel it's okay. And so you will also add to the increasing the opportunity for these kinds of experiences in the future as well. So I notice that whenever I am going through a period where I'm worried about something or I'm thinking too much about something in a way that isn't really benefiting me and I'm just wasting energy, I have to catch myself. And I try really hard to catch myself, because if I start to go several days, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, having those same emotions, thoughts, energy, etc., I know that I'm going to build this into my future, meaning that I'm doing it enough that the energy is starting to increase and it's going to start to build up in front of me as I move forward into my future. If I find a place of peace within myself, then I'm going to deflate the incidence and reduce the incidence of trauma, of drama, and of and discomfort in my future. So we all have to deal with situations that are not joyful, that are not uncomfortable, and we're all going to go through some shit. That's just a given for every human being on this planet. Nobody can avoid that. But you can reduce the incidence of those kinds of experiences, and that's what this is about. This is about reducing the incidence of painful experiences and suffering, and increasing the opportunity to experience joy or to have experiences that will elicit or allow you to express yourself in your fullest form, or to allow you to experience moments of joy and also just to be happy, just to be in a happier place. But remember that happiness does not come from circumstances. Happiness comes from a state of mind, a practiced, intentional state of being. And honestly, I'm happy when I have less drama, less crap to have to be worried about, and I'm able to just do what I want to do and enjoy the things I want to enjoy as often as possible. That creates happiness for me. So, for me, let me tell you about today. Let's use today as an example. I woke up today and I woke up at like 7 o'clock my time, and I went and I gave kisses to the kitties. I love giving kisses to the kitties because that's one of my favorite things to do. And then I went to the kitchen, made my coffee, love drinking my coffee because I enjoy and it's one of my favorite things to do. And then after that, then I came to my office and I sat here and started reading a book, and that's an enjoyable thing for me to do. And then after that, then I watched a little bit of, I didn't watch anything. I put on some music from the 90s. I have a 90s playlist. And it's like the songs like when I would wake up before school and it was VH1 and they would have those smooth or like adult contemporary music where it's like more mellow. And so that's what I have a playlist around. And I listen to that. And that takes me back to those moments where I would get up and I was just trying to wake myself up. And so I enjoyed those little moments. And then today I talked to several people. And for the most part, I enjoyed most of those conversations, or most of those conversations were great, or all the conversations were great. So I enjoyed that. And I'm doing this right now. I enjoy doing this as well. So I'm doing things that I enjoy. I also know what I like and what I don't like. If I have a massive headache and I'm in pain and I am going to do this, I'm probably not going to enjoy it. And it's probably not going to be something that I will be able to do well either. So I don't do it. So I try to focus on just doing the things that I enjoy and that I get more pleasure and joy out of in the moment, even if it's just like an emotional thing, a physical thing, or a mental thing. But it's whatever I enjoy. And having a lot of those little moments throughout the day helps you to feel good about that day. And so you can go to sleep at night and think to yourself, today was a good day. Today was a good day. And you can feel more of that right before you go to bed. There are days now when I feel grateful and I feel appreciative. And I also, to some extent, I might even find myself getting a little paranoid or worried that it's going to go away. Because when you get to when you find that balance and when you get to that place that feels just like most days are great days, most days are good, most days I do enjoyable things that I love, then you always worry about losing it. And so when I find myself getting into that mindset, I like slap myself out of it. I'm like, no, Fernie, snap out of it. Don't think that way. Don't think about when you'll lose this or when this will go away, when your cat will pass away, when your partner will cease, when your family member will pass. Like, don't do that, because what's the point? I can't change those things. Those things are going to happen if they're going to happen. I can't change those things. So all I can do is what I can do. And so I pivot, which is what I suggested before. You pivot and you focus on the things that bring you joy, that bring you pleasure, and that give you the sense of peace. And just focus on doing more of that, doing more. And if you do it enough, trust me, it becomes a norm. Like, this becomes a regular, normal experience of living for you. And once you get attached and used to this way of living, you don't want to give it up for nothing. So for me, it's like I can't even think of going back to like a busy city like Houston, because for me, the idea of going back to a busy place like that when I'm out here in nature, like, is just, I can't do it. Can't do it. So, or going back to a 9 to 5 when I control my schedule and I get to choose when I'm going to give effort and energy, and when I don't, I can't do it. So you get used to it, and then you have to like hang on to doing those things and repeat and make those things the priority. But and here's the thing, because people would say, well, you're just bragging, Bernie, or you're just like, telling us, and some of us don't have that opportunity, or we don't have I built my life up from the ground up because I came from nothing. So if I can do it, you can do it too. And if you are going throughout your day, waking up in the morning, worrying and going through a fit of worry about finances or about a person or about drama or whatever, all you're doing is perpetuating the cycle, perpetuating the status quo. And then if you give more energy to that throughout the day, continue to perpetuate. I'm not saying you should ignore issues. If there's an issue you have the ability and the power to affect or to change, then do it, or shut up about it. That's the way you operate. And then focus on the little things that you enjoy. Focus on the things that you love, because that'll help you to shift the trajectory and the energy that you're summoning to yourself and that you're going to start to surround yourself with and bring into your future. So that's my take on that.